lovers of occult. I'm Thea. In this episode, we want to talk about magical objects, the most powerful tools that have been available to governments, religions, and influential people to achieve their goals. These objects have two general categories: organic and non-organic. Organic objects are the most important magic tools that the masters of occult create and seal their own powers, a part of their soul inside these objects. And secondly, there are non-organic objects that have been left in this world by the gods of the fifth dimension, the beings of the fourth dimension. These objects are also known as umpteen offerings. There are about 2 million of these objects. If I want to be precise, there are 2,178,309 magical objects, that almost a million have been found, and every day is an auction somewhere in the world, and at exorbitant prices. Another one of these found objects is bought and sold. Tomb hunters are looking for these treasures in buried treasure. Masters of occult bring demons with their summons to find the place of these objects. Governments, religions are all looking for these objects that are lost in history. And some of these objects are so destructive that humanity can be destroyed with them, such as the Ark of the Covenant, which is now sealed in the Catholic Church somewhere in Rome. In the previous episode, I taught how to make a demon-possessed ring and introduced a very powerful water demon called Master Quetzalcoatl. Of course, it depends on the needs of my students in different years. I have built various objects for them. I have many memories. I remember 20 years ago, when mobile phones were recently used in Iran, I had a student who was a shareholder of Quetzalcoatl Steel Factory. One of the largest steel factories in the country was to be built in Master Theiam, a city in Iran, and the MP and many important people called me a lot to get gold play from me. Many people have done occult and know for a chain store, for big factories, and generally for a property to be blessed, the production of sustenance will increase greatly. They need a magical object called gold clay. It is very difficult to make gold clay because it has 3 very important ingredients. Basically, it requires 7 bags of dead cities. It requires 7 pieces of gold. It requires 7 active crowns. I accepted their work because if the project failed, it was not only the shareholders, but the country would lose billions of tumans. Ingredients were hard to come by. Anyone who works in occult knows that the bag of the dead city is not a bag of soil to remove from the cemetery. You have to travel. I went to Paris. I remember I had a student in Paris, which helped me to go to the catacombs, but you have to suffer for each of these ingredients. You have to make sacrifices. One of my hard journeys was to bring these 7 bags of soil from there, and finally we made a gold clay. And this factory was blessed. In a previous episode, I taught how to make demon-possessed ring, a water demon, an ancient monster called Quetzalcoatl. Whoever wears the ring has a monster of security, a monster of protection, commands wealth, and they subjugate their enemies. But it is a very dangerous monster because it demands a lot of sacrifices. It is always hungry. If you don't feed it, it will take from you, and you have to connect it to many waters. Among my students, there are very few who can control it, and this magical object was added to my collection. I try to show you many things in these traps that I take in my short life and show you the real powers of magic. Unfortunately, in Iran, people think that a cult is ignorant old man to sit down and put a lot of paper in front of himself and write a spell, but the magic is out there, and amazing things are going on every day in secret, and I am here to take you with me into the depths of this mysterious world. There is always a light for the lovers of the beyond. The first official epitome of occult for people all over the world, the official reference of manuscripts and magic tools. It is time to wake up, the time to save from ignorance, from superstitions, from spellcasting, time to activate the powers of the third eye. The first course includes divination, journey to the ethereal world, psychedelic realm, astral projection, out-of-body experience, astrology, numerology, wealth spell, and emotional spell. That it's a shame that you don't use it in your daily life. The practical establishment of the pyramid of power, the pyramid of 7 chakras, the introduction of various witchcraft tools, crystals, sigils, herbs, incenses, demon-possessed rings, and a practical start to magic, not just theoretical training, summoning magical animals. Properties of magical plants, capturing jinns, demons, twins, demon, traveling in dream worlds, shifting, daydreaming, dream interpretation, telepathy, mind reading, telekinesis, pyrokinesis, energy transfer to people from a distance. The period of human awakening has arrived. Maybe you are one of the people whose mission is more than eating, some work, and reproduction. I said everything I had to say. The decision is yours. Continue sleeping or waking up. Thea.